Oh no.
Let me tell you, I would do like 3 squats and stand up, and then I would get like a really painful contraction. I was like, yes, let's go. I'm ready. Hey everyone! Excuse my voice, I'm kind of like sick still a little bit, unfortunately. This video is like a story time. It's my 2-hour labor and delivery story time. I don't even know where to start. It was such an emotional day. Oh my goodness, okay? It all started at like 6 in the morning on January 26th, right? So I wake up and like something doesn't feel right. I didn't even have the chance to do a video of like putting myself into labor type thing, you know, doing the witches, not the witches brew. What am I talking about? The midwives brew or whatever it's called. I wake up at 6 in the morning and go to the bathroom, and like as soon as I sit down, something kind of trickled out, and I was like, oh. They told me like your water breaking isn't exactly like it doesn't have to be like a huge gush of water or anything like that. Sometimes it's like one part can have like a leak, and the amniotic fluid can start like leaking out a little bit, and that's how you also can tell that, you know, labor is beginning. Right after that happened in the bathroom, I started having like what I thought was Braxton Hicks, but it was actually my contractions began. Opened up the contraction timer and I started doing it. I realized the contractions were actually painful, and how you know it's an actual real contraction, like labor type of contraction, is that you feel it going down your spine, like the pain. You feel it in your back. I started feeling that spinal pain and all that, and I was like, oh snap. I got super excited. With Sophia, I started getting contractions like in the afternoon, like before dinner time, because I remember we went to get Popeyes with our friends, and we ended up going into the hospital at 3 a.m. because it was super painful. I was 5 centimeters dilated, and then I had Sophia at 4:30 6 p.m. like that same day, but like in the daytime. So just a little information there. That's what happened my first time. Labor was like forever, you know, 3 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. That's a long time just laying there, and I had that epidural, right? Okay, I started having contractions at 6:30, and throughout the day, for the most part, I tracked every contraction. Took a shower because earlier I had looked up like how to progress labor quicker, and it said basically like, I mean, this is like common knowledge that oxytocin is what progresses labor faster. If you're stressed out, like all the cortisol, all of that is going to slow down your labor. So we were not trying to have that. It said something about doing squats, like doing squats progresses labor. Let me tell you, I would do like 3 squats and stand up, and then I would get like a really painful contraction. I was like, yes, let's go. I'm ready. Then I played some Fortnite because I was like, I don't know the next time I'm going to get to play Fortnite and just relax and drink my coffee. 5 p.m. hits, and they really are starting to get crazy. I had turned on the TV because the Grammys, when they're on the red carpet, turned on, and I was just watching that, trying to relax. But that's when the contractions got really bad, to the point that I was like holding the table, just standing there like, oh my god. I'm watching the red carpet and the contractions are getting really bad, and then my mom was freaking out. She was like, what are you doing? Like, go to the hospital, call the hospital, blah blah blah. I'm like, Mom, calm down. It's not that painful that I can't like talk, you know, it's almost there. But like, yeah, people were freaking out. I'm like, guys, calm down. Chris's family was calling my mom because I wasn't answering like fast enough, and they were like, oh my god, is Melania here? I told Chris because he had went to the gym or something, and I told him like, yeah, like I don't know, like probably in 4 hours we'll go to the hospital, so just take your time. No, that didn't happen. So okay, it's like dinner time, and I know as soon as I get to the hospital and they admit me, you can't eat, your girl can't eat, because you could only have like ice and whatever stuff like that. It's just safer for you not to be eating. So when you give birth, and let's just say God forbid there's complications, there's not a bunch of food in your stomach, you know, blocking what they have to see or do or whatever. I called the hospital at like 7 p.m. I would say, because that's when Chris was talking to me, saying like, we were talking about like, okay, what do we need to get? Are you gonna shower? Whatever. And I just couldn't do it at that point. It hurt so bad that I was scared if I have to deliver the baby at home type of thing, because it was getting really bad. And the videos I've seen on YouTube of other YouTubers with their second baby, they were saying like that some of them gave birth inside the house, like on the staircase. Thankfully Chris is a firefighter, so he knows how to deliver